Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We'll give it a few more minutes to make sure we have more people joining us. A few more seconds. We'll leave at least a minute passing before we get started. Right. Well, I think we're all good to go. Hopefully, we'll get more people to join us as we get started. Welcome, everyone. I am Anca. I'm VP of Product at MentionMe. I am joined today by Egle Delsanto, Growth Marketing Manager at Italian homeware brand Dalfilo. Hi, Egle. Right. Before we begin, we just wanted to review a couple of housekeeping items. First of all, the engagement tools that you're seeing in this panel are all resizable and movable. So you're very, very welcome to move them around to get the most out of your monitor space. And secondly, if you have any questions during the event, you can submit them through the Q&A menu, and we will definitely try to answer as many as we can during the event. Obviously, if we're running out of time or there is more that we need to provide answers to, we will get back to you via email. We do capture all the questions, so we'll make sure to get back to you. Right, let's just give it a second. I think Egle might be having some connection challenges. Egle, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, yes, great.
Yes,
okay, sorry. Good. That's fine now. Good to have you. I was introducing you earlier and you were frozen, so we were like, oh, I hope you're still around. But yes, welcome, Egle.
Thank you, Anca.
All right. Cool. So now that we've covered everything, everyone's is connected and ready to go. We are very happy to welcome you today to our conversation, talking about the power of authentic creators in driving brand and revenue growth. So over the next 30 minutes or so, I will take you through our latest product launch. And we'll also be speaking with Egle here about how Dalfilo has been using authentic creators to drive growth. So it's a topic that we're all very, very excited, and I'm very happy to have Egle with us today, sharing her experience. So at MentionMe, and we have always believed in the transformational power of customer advocacy. And we believe that in a world filled with AI noise, we are very, very passionate about amplifying human voices and really being able to turn real brand love into profitable growth. So I am very, very excited today to introduce a new milestone in our journey, and that is MentionMe Influencer. It is our recent product offering part of the MentionMe platform. And what we like to say is that this is actually much more than just a product. It is the launch of a movement that we call from fans to creators. So If we look at how influencer marketing actually has evolved over the last few years, what we have identified coming across really strongly today, and especially in the digital landscape today, is that authenticity always trumps perfection. And this is why we have identified micro-influencers as the go-to channel for driving authentic growth. And we look at influencers and authentic creators out there as not just people who push products, but the people that inspire purchases in ways that feel genuine, relatable, and real. And it's not just us. All the data out there suggests that micro-influencers have become core to driving a brand's success. So we know that 69% of consumers today trust recommendations from influencers, and nearly 4 in 10 consumers said they've purchased a product because of one. Marketers, the people we have spoken with, and we've done extensive research with the brands and with all of our customers, say that influencer marketing is delivering better quality customers, and it's often comes at a staggering 11 times higher ROI compared to traditional advertising. So micro-influencers actually offer something that paid ads simply can't, and that is trust and relatability at scale. And we are seeing the trend, definitely. We are seeing that CMOs are catching on to this. And in fact, 25% of marketers have already shifted their budgets from macro to micro influencers. So if we think about the history of influencer marketing, rather than working with those big celebrities, big names out there, brands are actually much more interested in kind of looking for those small, authentic creators that offers them the opportunity to tap into a more niche audience in a way that is really relatable to those people. However, if you really want to invest in this direction as a brand, running an influencer program that works at scale, it is really, really difficult. And it is very time consuming, and everyone we've spoken with can definitely relate to it. So if you think about the work that goes in making the influencer program successful, it really starts with hours spending identifying the right profile or the right people that you want to work with. It means stitching together tools that never quite align or don't really work together really well. It means kind of spending a lot of time really trying to activate and engage the people that you want to collaborate with. There is a tracking out there that's no longer fit for purpose. So affiliate tracking that doesn't really give you the full picture of the opportunity or the opportunity that you have ahead of you. And really, there's no real way to prove ROI. So it is difficult, it's complex, it's fragmented, and it's very, very time consuming. Until now, because for the first time today, we are introducing a new way to unlock micro-influencer power with the ease, the data, and the trust that your team needs. And why choose Mention Me? Well, you probably know us as the leaders in referral and customer advocacy. And we have been delivering loyal brand advocates for over 13 years now. And we have been at the forefront of using AI and data to unlock rich customer insights. So for us, micro-influencers were really a natural extension to help us identify true promoters within a brand customer base to really amplify their voices and enable brands to grow through trust and authenticity. So for us, Mention Me Influencer really is an all-in-one solution to activate and scale micro-influencer marketing by using your most valuable asset, your customers. And it's intuitive, it's scalable, it's really, really powerful. So we'll show you now just a small little teaser of what the platform looks like, and then we'll jump straight into to have a chat with Egle. Egle and the team at Dalfilo have been the first clients, the first brand to trial and work with us. They've kind of shaped the product with us over the last few months. So yeah, we're very, very happy to get Egle's experience. But let's see it in action first. Right, so I hope you've enjoyed our mini teaser. We are very excited about this launch. We have many brands that are already using it, and they are seeing real measurable performance, and they're building brands their customers are really proud to talk about. And so we're really hoping to get more of the impact that's generated directly from Egle. So hello, Egle. Again, really great to have you today with us on our webinar. Really happy to hear from you and share from your experience working with us. Can you talk maybe a little bit about yourself and Dalfilo before we jump into our kind of conversation?
Absolutely. Thank you, Anca, for this introduction, for having me. I'm brand manager at which is an Italian homestay and born in Vermont, of course. Focus on bed and bath linen, design. So Dalfilo is basically structure commercial campaigns, meeting both marketing and brand growth goals and operations with warehouse needs, ensuring their feasibility and taking into account, of course, the market strategy. So I have like a broader vision on the whole market, but before having this vision, I was actually focusing on the influencer marketing channel. I was responsible for the strategy of the channel, so more like vertical on all the impact that the channel has on the market. So from the strategy to the analysis of the performance and everything that's in there. So yeah, that's basically what I did and what I do right now.
Yeah, no, that's great. Thanks, Egle, so much for sharing. And do you want to maybe talk a little bit about what your relationship was with Mention Me prior to launching Influencer? Obviously, we've launched the Influencer product with you. When was it now? This was back in May, I believe. Yes, it's been several months now. But you were also working with us on our referral product as well. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Actually, as you said before, launching the micro influencer solution with Mention Me, we already knew the platform because we have actually an ongoing referral and ambassador program. Because actually the main reason is the fact that we firmly believe in building strong connections with our customers. So our main channel is online. We were born online, and we work, of course, really hard to express the quality of our products through various touch points, which are website, organic social, blog, and so on. But of course, we are really aware that the advice from a friend has a huge impact on decisions of whether purchasing or not with a brand. So with the referral program, and of course with Mention Me, we understood how to maximize the impact. So yeah, we're not like new to Mention Me. We're working together within a couple of years, actually.
That's been it was very kind of exciting for us to work alongside you and kind of enabling more of your growth through the like authenticity of referrals, recommendations, and now micro influencers. So can you maybe talk to us a little bit about your decision to invest in micro influencer marketing as a strategic company initiative, and then like what triggered that decision for you as a brand?
Absolutely. Just one question. Can you hear me properly? Because I'm seeing myself like a little bit freezed.
So I think it was a bit patchy at the beginning, but it seems to be okay, a little bit better now. So hopefully your connection is all back up.
Okay, super. I'm sorry, I'm at the office, but today is not the right day. So yeah, to answer to your question, yes, actually, we worked since the beginning with influencers. So the influencer marketing channel was and still is really important for us. At the beginning, our main goal was awareness. So let people know our brand. And then slowly the main goal became the conversion. So actually having a conversion from the contents that were being published by all kind of influencers actually. So we worked with micro, mid, and big influencers. From both a creative and a public reach point of view. So it has always been crucial for us to, exclude as possible the audience overlap and retain followers to their storytelling and our products. So of course we tried more and more to build an actual conversation, an actual storytelling around the brand and around our product. So actually probably I'm anticipating one of your questions, but the more that we go on with the influencer program, the more like the economics requested are being higher and higher. So we needed to try and find a balance between that kind kind of working with influencers that request a higher spend. So balance by reaching our goals in terms of conversion and ROAS, of course, because we want to still keep using and having this channel active, but of course we want it to be even more scalable, and of course more before mentioning a manual work for scouting and managing influencers. So it was a big barrier, so that's when Mention Me and the influencer platform plays a key role. But I don't want to anticipate any more of your questions. So
well, no, I think, Egle, you've kind of lead us on very nicely to that first part of the kind of program management, which is all about finding the right people to work with. So I know you mentioned it was very kind of time consuming for you, but like what did that look like, and how did you feel it changed since you've started using the influencer product?
Absolutely. As I said, we're 100% manual process. So from the scouting to the managing of the conversations, and then with all the part of reporting. So with Mention Me, every activity is structured in a better way, in a more helpful way, and everything in the same platform. So we are actually able in the same platform to discover, choose, manage, track, and communicate with influencers. So that's like kind of the exact combination that we were looking for, and then make this activity even more scalable. So yeah.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to, I'm going to play a little video here just for everyone to get a sense of the product. So, you know, when we started building our influencer kind of product, we really focused on the discovery element of the people that you are going to collaborate with. And we knew this was very, very time consuming, and it kind of takes hours to go through the profiles. And so our approach was really to look inside the customer base. And so we've built a process that identifies suitable profiles and influencers within your customer base. And you know, that really is very different to some of the other platforms out there that might offer you kind of a library of influencers, and you know, you kind of go through and find profiles that you think would work for you. Our approach to discovery has come from the discovery within the base, because we believe in the driving growth through your best customers. They are your best customers. They're already there talking about your brand. And so what better way to really kind of reach out and help amplify those voices in a way that is much more efficient. And so, yeah, so our discovery does start from the customer base. And what we've done as well is we've layered in an AI-led vetting process that actually allows us to make a recommendation of influencers that we believe really suit your brand. And, you know, we kind of create a very exact match between, you know, what your brand stands for and the values that you believe in, and the profiles and the people that we think would really relate to that. So I know, Egle, when we run the discovery within your customer base initially, and we found around 400 profiles straight away. So that was really exciting.
Exactly.
And you know, you reach out to them and you saw a very sort of strong engagement from those people. Like how was what was your kind of initial expectation maybe from what the program would deliver?
Absolutely. So you did like a whole and complete introduction on this topic, and I can confirm everything. Actually, our expectation, we know, of course, how many like customers do we have, but of course, until you see yourself how many customers that can talk about you with their friends, family, of course, but also in their social profiles. It's quite like surprising. So yeah, surprise, it's probably the best word to describe it. And of course, it was also a surprise to understand and to see the response from our customers that were really happy to be like chosen and asked to be our ambassador, actually, because of course they know really well our product, and they are really happy to talk about it, and of course sharing with their friends, family, of course, but also with their community on social media. So it was really surprising to understand the potential of our existing database, existing customers.
Great. Yes. Yeah. No. Absolutely. And do you want to like maybe let's talk a little bit about the obviously you've been using the platform now for a couple of months. What is in terms of the ongoing management of the program? How has that changed over the last couple of months?
Absolutely, yeah. So as I said before, everything before the program was manual. Now the process is much more streamlined and data-driven. So we have, as I said before, everything in the same platform, but everything from A to Z. So from the scouting, from the discovery of influencers, of ambassador, through the tracking of the performance, and also one other like feature that I personally really find interesting is the content library. A content library, which is the part in which we can see every content that has been published. We can see and re-see also in the next like days, week. We know, of course, that if we talk about stories, they last for only 24 hours, but in the content library, we have everything there and available whenever we want. So we can, of course, see actually the creatives, but also then the results. So we can we have an ongoing like management of the program that is really less time consuming. So we are more free to focus, of course, on the strategy and on building the relationships, of course. So we have everything. I know I repeat myself, but for me it's really important to have everything in the same platform, in a really good UX UI presentation. And of course also the last part that I didn't mention properly, the tracking and the reporting part allows us to understand how well the program is going and what goals are we reaching and also overreaching. So yeah, that's really like life-changing in this kind of like channel, because we have everything there in a streamlined process. So it's really helpful also to concentrate on this and on everything else, of course.
Thank you, Egle. No, it's always happy to hear very good feedback from our customers. I'm glad you mentioned the content library, because I think that was definitely one part of the product where we really looked to sort of highlight those assets in a way that, you know, kind of helps you understand how your creators are talking about the brand. And so I just I'm going to play another little video here. And one of the capabilities that we've built into the platform is the ability for creators to submit content for approval and for the brand to review and approve. And, you know, I know, Egle, you're not using this at Dalfilo, but some of the brands that we're working with actually would like to have that initial initial view of the content when it goes live. And we know at the moment this process, it is quite it's very clunky. It happens over emails, it happens over weak transfer sharing and links, and so we've really made the whole process super easy, so that we can kind of keep it all in one place and provide a really good experience for the influencer as well. So we're kind of really happy with that. I guess maybe I'm kind of happy to come back actually also to the tracking and the performance of the program. And you've talked about sort of being able to measure everything into one place. Now, like, how are you thinking about, like, from your perspective, kind of the revenue that you're getting from customers that are actively seeing the content that influencers are communicating, but also that revenue actually doesn't come from existing customers. Actually, a big chunk of it comes from net new customers to the brand. And so, I know we've managed to introduce predominantly more new customers to the brand alongside those orders that are coming through. How are you kind of finding that in terms of that distribution between net new and existing customers?
Yes, actually, I confirm everything. Of course, a big chunk is from new customers, new influencers, new ambassador. But of course, it still is a big portion of it that is like our existing customer and existing ambassador and people that already purchased our products. So of course, right now we're working in the same way, but with two kind of influencers, let's say, or ambassador, as you want to call them. So from one side, the ambassadors that already know the brand, that already have our product, and for the way we work too, they receive new products to share them with their friends, family, and with their socials. But of course, we have also another portion of the whole influencers or ambassador that are completely new to our database, that are actually essentially content creators or influencers, as you want to call them. So it's really good also to know there's a really big chunk of already existing, so referrals, if you want to call them in that way, but also a whole new portion of influencers that want to talk about us. And of course, if we want to like make a comparison with micro influencers and referrals, for us actually not a huge difference. I mean, for us, they go hand in hand. So the micro influencers amplify the brand message, and they make it inspirational also with contents and creatives. But at the same time, referrals are the most direct and trusted from advocacy, of course. So together, so micro influencers and referrals, they create actually a virtual cycle, probably. So the influencers awareness feeds the customer acquisitions, and satisfied customers become ambassador in turn. So for us, they go actually hand in hand. And so yeah, I don't know if I answered to your question.
No, absolutely. Anca. I think you've defined it quite well. Kind of almost like a flywheel of brand growth. I like it. I wanted to also just show like a quick snapshot of what the reporting section looks like. Because obviously, as you've mentioned, we are able to track not only the impact that the content has on your brand awareness, and being able to surface all of the content, including stories from Instagram, but we are also able to translate those ones into actual revenue tracking. So with our order tracking capability, we can show what revenue is coming from, and also new customer acquisition. Right. So maybe let's just to wrap up the conversation. I can see there's also a couple of questions, so we're going to move to questions in a moment. I just to kind of finalize to conclude our conversation. Really, I know. Again, we've started almost like as a proof of concept while you are also running a program with other influencers. And over the last month or so, you've migrated all of your existing influencers to the MentionMe platform. Maybe can you just talk through what prompted you to like actually transfer everyone over? Because obviously they were kind of using other platforms before.
Yes, of course. Yeah, we made the decision to migrate every influencer that were in an existing and external program to MentionMe platform. Of course, to have everything in the same place, in the same platform, and treat it in the same way. But also because we firmly believe in how well the platform performs with our and encounters, of course, our needs. So we are leveraging, of course, the insights that are provided by the platform with the whole portion of our influencers. So everything that we mentioned until now, so we can continuously optimize collaborations, but of course also identify new opportunities. And the response that we received from the existing influencers in the other platform was completely positive. Of course, from a UX UI point of view, with MentionMe, of course, that we're really happy to play with the platform and to move to it. So we actually, in our experience, of course, received only positive comments, and the influencers were really open to migrate, to move to MentionMe also for from their point of view. So not only like the brand vision and the brand possibilities, but also so the client, maybe at least the influencers. So the response were absolutely positive.
Yeah, no, excellent. Thank you, Egle, so much for sharing your feedback with us today. And I'm going to jump in. So I think there's a couple of questions that I can see have come through, and everyone, please, if you have any questions, please drop them in the Q&A box. I'm going to start. I think I see a question about being able to track stories on Instagram. So yes, I can confirm the. I think Egle's mentioned earlier, we do have a content library that allows us to track stories on Instagram. So, you can go in there and search for the individual influencer creators that you're working with. You'll be able to play those stories, even if they're no longer available to see on Instagram. We have a question here from Murphy from Stamp. I'm keen to know what level of info is scrapped and what is direct from micro-influencers you're suggesting, and also your commitments to diversity inclusion. So so this is, as I mentioned earlier, our discovery, our kind of the core of our discovery lies in identifying profiles or creators within your customer base. And so what we do is we use the email address of the customer as an identifier or as a unique identifier, and we do use a influencer library to identify whether they are active on platforms such as Instagram and TikTok. The information comes from publicly available information that the influencer has provided, or it only comes from profiles that are open. We're not able to take anything from private profiles, obviously. And in terms of our kind of commitments, like we have built an AI vetting process that really has taken into account, like it removes all biases and ensures that the recommendations that we're making are really true for that brand. So yes, there's been a lot of work that we've put into making sure training the model in a way to in a diverse way and avoiding any bias that could kind of mean that our recommendations are sort of biased one way or another. So yes, hopefully that answers your question there. Someone's asking about reach in the USA. So yes, yeah, we'd be able to identify profiles or creators that are based in the US. We also offer, so through the platform, we process payments as well, or we provide a payment capability and are able to fulfill payments to creators, and we're able to make those payments in US dollars as well. So we're all get set up to work in the US. And then finally, I can see a question on cost. So yes, we do charge an annual fee for the use of the platform. We are able to provide kind of custom quotes on request. So if you're interested to find out more, please do get in touch with us here, and we'll be happy to jump on a call and take you through a demo, and kind of based on the scale of the program that you want to run, we're able to provide the right cost for you. I'm not seeing any additional questions, so I think maybe that's a good time to perhaps wrap up. Thank you everyone for joining. There is one final call to action from us today. We actually have been very busy recently working on something slightly new, and where our kind of influencer product is really focused on driving kind of ROI and sort of brand awareness and a direct ROI from those revenue, from the revenue and the orders that are coming through from influencers. What we are actually looking to go beyond that. We're looking to align influencer creative and performance teams around a single set of live insights. That means understanding what's working across your paid and organic activity, which assets you're able to scale and reuse, which ones you should be changing, and where is best to deploy them. So we're actually offering for kind of any follow-ups after this webinar, we're offering a free personalized report that allows us to give you a bit of a snapshot about who is out there talking about your brand, what your competitors are doing, what content and creative is really performing, and where to really be able to sort of use those creative assets, those assets in sponsored posts where that opportunity is. So if you are keen to learn more and take advantage of our free report, please do get in touch with us. And we're very, very happy to jump on a call and go into a little bit more detail. But yes, hopefully everyone's enjoyed our session today. Egle, thank you so much again for joining us and sharing your experience. And we hope to hear back from you very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.